Hey everybody, it's Guy with that Kilted Guy videos, and no, you're not watching some bad lip-syncing Chinese kung fu video from the 60s. We had some technical difficulties today, so we are going to do a voiceover, and what we're going to do is show you how to hang sheetrock by yourself on the ceiling with sheets up to 12 foot long, and you're going to do it with this panel lift, and we'll show you how to do that right after this. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for stopping by my channel like always. Today we are going to show you how you can hang sheetrock on the ceiling by yourself with this panel lift. Yeah, there's a lot of videos out there showing you how to hang sheetrock with T-bars in different ways. And yeah, you can get it done with some of those, but you can go rent this tool right here or buy it and get the job done easier. This tool right here is made by Harbor Freight. It's I believe it's called a Hall Master panel lift. And you can see it has these extendable boom arms out here on the side that'll accommodate different lengths of sheetrock, 8-footers, 12-footers, and so on. And it's pretty much a one-man job, although if you got a second person to help you on some of these bigger sheets, that's helpful. And what we're going to show you is how to set this up and hang a sheet on the ceiling by yourself. In this case, we're hanging 12-foot sheets. You may want to just do 8-foot sheets because that's what most homeowners do. It's easier and more manageable. This room happens to be about 12 foot, just under 12 foot. So we're hanging full 12 footers, which is going to be a tight fit in this room, but we can get it done. Now this one says that it can hang up to 16-foot long sheets of rock. So not many people are going to do that, but in this case, we're going to hang 11 footers, so we're going to adjust this. And as you can see, it adjusts down. It clicks into position, so we're going to click it into position and set it here for 12-foot sheets. So we're ready to go from there. Now, just in case you're wondering, yes, this is a finished sheetrock ceiling above me. And no, I'm not crazy. I'm putting another layer on top. That's because this ceiling actually has a popcorn ceiling on it, and it's been painted so many times we determined that it would be easier to put a new layer over the top. So you'll probably be hanging over new framing. So it's going to look a little bit different, but the procedure is basically the same. Now I will point out that I actually do a review of this particular panel lift in a separate video, so I'm not going to go over this one too much. But I will point out that I'll put a link in the description below where you can purchase one that's actually better than this. This turned out to not be my best buy, but it will get the job done. And if you want to buy it, that is. If you don't, what I'd suggest is check your rental stores. You'll usually find these for rent, and they're pretty affordable, probably somewhere around $25, $30 a day. And it's just going to save you a ton of work. Once you get the sheetrock up on the lift, it pretty much does all the work for you, takes the strain off of you, and it's a lot safer. So once you've got it set up like this, you'll see that this is actually a tilting tray system. You get the sheetrock on here, you set it in these little chrome arms, as you can see here. You fold these down, it holds the sheetrock, and then you just tilt it like I showed you there. And as I'm showing here, you just kind of set the sheetrock in place, put it on here, push it over. It's pretty balanced. It actually works pretty easily, and you'll see that when we go to do it. Now, on this one, you're going to see it's a pretty tight fit in here, and we actually have to turn the sheetrock in the opposite direction because the rafters are running the direction I just pointed there. But to show it on video, we're going to load it up like this. And like I say, putting a full size sheet in a room where it's sheetrock on both sides, both walls, it's going to be a really tight fit. So we're going to get started by bringing the sheet in here and setting it on the panel lift and show you how this works. And then once we get it on there, we're going to actually have to spin it around and change camera position in order to actually get it up on the ceiling in the proper orientation. So let me go ahead and grab that sheet. And as you can see, I'm going to grab that sheet and bring it in here by myself. Now, you always hang with the brown side facing out, because once you flip it and push it up to the ceiling, it's going to put the brown side up and the white side down. So if you're handling big sheets like this and you're inexperienced and it's difficult, you might want to get a helper. But you just set this in the arms. You can see it just balances right there, but it tilts over really easily, as you'll see here, and it spins in a 360 degree rotation. So now once you got it up there, what you want to do is look and see if it's sitting pretty level, and you can see it's actually tilted slightly down on one side. So what you can do is grab the sheetrock and just slide it to the left as I'm showing here and get it just a little bit more balanced. Although this actually is not bad, you could go ahead and use it, but because I'm demonstrating here, I'm going to show you that. And we want to raise it just a little bit higher to make it easier to get under it and do all this. So you can grab it like this, slide it real easily. You can see it's pretty level right here. So we're going to call that good and go ahead and rotate this whole sheet. And then we're going to show you how it raises up using that wheel right there. As you can see, it kind of spins. And it's going to take me a little bit to get it in position here, so we'll be right back. Okay, once you've got it oriented, you can begin lifting it by just simply cranking this handle here. And you can see it's really pretty easy to raise up. So, oops, knocked the light off. We got to have a blooper in here somewhere. So we'll reposition our light, and then we're going to go ahead and slide this. Now you'll see once you've got a sheet up in the air, if you decide that your lifting wheel is on the wrong side, it's actually pretty easy to spin it around in a 360 and put it wherever you want it. So I look really confused here. Who knows why? Your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, we're going to spin this around, as you can see, because it rotates like that. It's really pretty simple. And then you can just work it into position. And because I've got to go all the way over to the other wall, we'll cut and show you when we're ready to go a little further. Okay, I've repositioned the camera. As you can see, this one's going to be a pretty tight fit. Now, if you're hanging new construction, you should be cutting your sheet. If you're cutting a big sheet like this, you should be cutting it at least a 1/4 inch short, because you're going to put a sheet up on each side like I'm showing here. So you've got an allowance. That side wall coming up is going to cover your gap, so don't cut it real tight. I had to, because we're cutting sheetrock to sheetrock. And so in this case, we're going to let it lean over on the right hand side a little bit. When you're hanging tight rooms, that helps sheets go up. And you just begin cranking it up. And as you get close to being at the top, just wiggle it into position wherever you need. Now I'm putting it back to center here so it lifts a little more evenly. And you just get it tight to wherever you need, position it right before you get it all the way up. And in this case, I'm putting these arms up so I can push it a little bit more. The arms usually won't be in your way because you got rafters and they can go in between the rafters, but those are spring loaded. You can pull them down if you need. And you can see here, you just crank it until you get it where you want it. And there's an automatic brake on this thing, so it's not going to go anywhere. And you can see I'm just checking to see if it's up all the way. And that's basically it. You're ready to grab your screws, screw it off. And once you get, usually you only need about 4 screws per side. And then you can lower it, which I'll show you here in a second. And once you lower it, move it out of the way, finish screwing it off, grab the next sheet, keep going. So you can actually do this as a one-man operation or two with a helper, and it's a whole lot easier on your backs and shoulders. Okay, now I'm going to show you how easy it is to let it down. There's a lever right here on the left. You release, you put a little more tension on, release the brake, and then just start letting it come down. It's really as simple as that. And I believe this thing is rated to go up to 11 feet, if I remember right. And I believe you can get extensions if you wanted to go higher. I've never tried going higher, but that's it. Once you get it down, you just rotate it over, move it out of your way, finish screwing that sheet off, and you're done. So there you have it, folks. This is the safest, the best way to hang sheetrock by yourself. So check them out at the rental store, and you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like the video. Oh, hey, a spider. No, actually, that's where you'd find the other subscribe button on your PC or Mac, or if you're on a smart device, you can wait till the end and you'll see subscribe links as well as clickable links to other videos. And be sure and check us out on all the social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, you name it. We're probably there. As always, we appreciate you guys stopping by, and we will catch you next time. And be sure and leave us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let us know how we're doing, and give us a comment down below because we do appreciate it. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next video.